Good morning, Glasgow. I'm Ayana Lee.
And I'm Noah Chodos. Today's January 18th, 2022.
Today is National Winnie the Pooh Day. On January 18th, we commemorate author A. A. Milne's birthday, who was born in 1882. He brought the adorable honey-loving bear to life in his stories, which also featured his son, Christopher Robin.
You know what Winnie the Pooh reminds me of? Well, I hope you said honey. And honey reminds me of food, which reminds me of lunch. And saying that reminds me I have to tell you about lunch. So let's see what we can satisfy ourselves with within an hour or two. Today, you can have baked chicken on a bun, pan cheese or pepperoni pizza, tortilla chips with taco meat or nacho cheese sauce, a PB&J sandwich, or a yogurt cup. Tomorrow, our special entree is penne pasta with meat sauce.
Lunch sounds absolutely delicious. I think I'll get the pizza. It's been so cold lately. I wonder if we have any chance of a break. Let's move on over to our meteorologist, Alex, so he can tell us what's going on with the weather outside.
Thanks, Ian. Let's see what we have for today. It'll be mostly sunny with a high of 37 degrees. For tomorrow, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 43 degrees, warmer than what it used to be. But then it'll be partly cloudy on Thursday and will drop back down to a high of 35 degrees. Also the same for Friday. Now let's head to our Principal Powell for his important reminder about cell phone use. Go for it, Mr. Powell.
Greetings, this is your principal, Mr. Powell. Again, just another message for you as we start 2022. A part of starting this year, we want to kind of go back and remind you on some of those, not only hallway expectations, classroom expectations, but even some of just the school-wide expectations that we hit earlier in the year on the first day of school, the first week of school, the first month of school. Just to remind you, haven't been in school in over 2 weeks, so we want to make sure that we're reminding our student community and our community at large what our expectations are here at Glasgow Middle School. One of the things we want to make sure that we're being super clear with you about is our cell phone policy here at Glasgow Middle School. So I just want to be clear with you as far as the times when it's permitted for you to have your cell phone out and to be able to use it at that time. When you arrive at Glasgow in the morning at the gym or the lecture hall or the cafeteria, you're able to use your phone, at that time. But from 7:20 on, in the hallways and in classrooms, you should not have your cell phone out at that time. During lunch and in the cafeteria, you can have your cell phone on during that time. And during dismissal, after leaving the building, you can have your cell phone on during that time. So again, in the morning, when you're in the gym, in the lecture hall, in the cafeteria, before you get dismissed, you're able to be on your cell phones at that time. And during lunch, in the middle of the day, you're also able to be on your cell phones. Then also, obviously, when the bell rings at the end of the day, when you're walking to your bus or to kiss and ride, you're able to be on your cell phone when you're leaving the building. Times when you're not able to be on your cell phone here at Glasgow Middle School is in the hallways. I'll say that again, in the hallways after 7:20. For the remainder of the day, you are not able to be on your cell phone at all. So if we see your cell phone out in the hallway or in class, teachers will be following the necessary guidelines to make sure that we're addressing that situation at that given time as well. Again, also during passing periods and during transitions, you are not allowed to be on your cell phone. So it needs to be in your book bag, it needs to be in your pocket, wherever you need to have it out of sight. You need to make sure that it is out of sight of your teachers and staff members so that you are not using that as well. And then also, as far as during classroom instruction and during the class, as far as bell to bell, you should not have your cell phone out. You should have it as soon as you walk into your classroom. You should be putting it into your book bag or putting it into your pocket, making sure that that's not a distraction during class. And our teachers will be reminding you of that as well. And you can also not have it during your brain breaks as well. The brain breaks are specifically for you to commune with your classmates and your peers, to have conversation with them, to play, to go outside and to move around as far as that movement break, not to be on your cell phones during that time. So again, to be clear, just want to make sure the times where you know you're supposed to be on it and you're permitted to be on it, and where you're not permitted to be on your cell phones. Again, there'll be additional updates from your teachers and from The Panther time slides as well, but we wanted to make sure that you're very much aware of what our expectations are as we move into 2022 and for the remainder of the year, so we can make sure we're maximizing our instructional time, limiting the distractions that we have, and making sure that we're making sure Glasgow is the best possible place for our school environment as we move forward. Thank you.
I'm starting to get used to the new phone policy. It's not so bad. Thank you, Mr. Powell, for that reminder. It definitely is less distracting in school now. Noah, will there be any clubs for today? I can't seem to remember when they're coming back.
Just for you, Ion, and others who may have forgotten, here's a reminder. FCPS has made a decision that after-school clubs will be postponed until Wednesday, January 26, 2022. If you have any questions, please contact Mr. Williams for more information.
Thanks for the reminder, Noah. Hopefully, we'll get things under control so that the date doesn't change again. Let's stop the spread of COVID so we can get back to it. And now, a reminder from our NJHS advisors. Attention National Junior Honor Society. Our 2022 induction ceremony will take place after school on Wednesday, January 26th from 2:25 to 3:25 p.m. Following this, our first meeting will be next Monday, January 31st at the same time. We can't wait to see you then.
Also, don't forget about our Glasgow Games Reading Challenge. Read your way to the top. Earn points for your grade level by reading a novel and completing one of the following activities: a 6-word book review, design a bookmark, create a Flipgrid book recommendation, and many more. Many others. You can also promote the book on the morning announcements. Hey, that's us.
We are already reading for English class anyway. Now we can earn points for doing it too, by just doing another small task. How cool! Don't forget, you can earn double points if you choose a book from the Virginia Reader's Choice list. Some may ask, what happens when you earn points? Well, check this out. Points are submitted to the Glasgow Games for your grade level tallies. The librarians will have a vote for the top bookmarks designs. The winning bookmarks will be published and given away to the library. The theme for the bookmarks is Snow is Falling, Books Are Calling. Also, the top point earners will receive a gift card.
Wait, free money? I'm totally going to enter this contest. In addition, for a reading challenge, the librarians want your overdue books. We asked, and you answered. Last Monday, we had 1,437 overdue library books. As of Friday, we have 817 overdue books. If you checked out books from the library before winter break, please return them as soon as possible. Thank you for your cooperation.
I bet we can get that number way lower. Turn in those books, everyone. And now, to continue with all the fun we have in school, don't forget about the yearbook art contest too. The Glasgow yearbook staff presents their very own art contest. Remember, whatever piece of work you choose, it should go along with our theme, Many Panthers, One Voice. Be sure to submit your artwork to Miss Grillo by January 28th. The winner will get to see their art in this year's yearbook. Think about what the theme means to you. Many Panthers, One Voice, and create a masterpiece.
I bet the yearbook staff is going to have a hard time picking a winner. There's so many great artists in the school. Personally, I prefer expressing myself in writing. Students, here's your chance to practice poetry and express yourself in a unique way. The poetry staff is also doing a poetry contest. Once again, the theme of the poem should be Many Panthers, One Voice. Any type of poetry in any language is accepted. Please send type entries to Miss Grillo by January 28th. Again, winners will be published in our 2022 yearbook.
I can't wait to order my yearbook and see who wins the contest. If you haven't gotten yours, there are still a few copies left. Go to jostens.com to order for $35. Once again, we want to give a special shout out to our Glasgow Science Olympiad team. This weekend, the Science Olympiad team will be competing in the written test component of the Virginia Regional Science Olympiad Tournament on Saturday, January 22nd. If you know anyone in the Science Olympiad, please cheer them on. Now, as we all know, we had yesterday off, and that was because of MLK Day. Let's go to our field reporter to learn more about our beloved civil rights leader. The floor is yours, Amin.
Way to get day off for Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. Martin Luther King was a very influential activist in the civil rights movement during the 1950s and 60s, fighting for African American rights. He rejected the use of violence in order to achieve these goals, but was awarded a Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. Martin Luther King's memorial is located in Washington, D.C. near the Lincoln Memorial. The memorial shows a statue of Martin Luther King Jr. and is made up of various quotes from him. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15th, 1929, and was assassinated on April 4th, 1968. Martin Luther King Jr. was an inspiration to us all. We can learn a lot from him and his legacy. And now, back to the studio.
That's all we have for today. Once again, I'm Mayana Lee.
And I'm Noah Turtles, and this has been
Good Morning Glasgow.
Glasgow.